screaming.
Hey.
And we are back.
I feel like this one we should have been playing the Benjamins right here. Something like that.
That's me doing the Benjamins. Young Derek, what up, man?
What up?
Sunnylicious. Sunnylicious. You sound like you are about to pimp slap somebody.
That's a fact.
Nah.
Sunnylicious.
You better recognize you cold as you jive
I definitely
turkeys.
have a super high voice.
Yeah. Why was that a thing back in the day?
I don't know. Maybe no pimp actually talked like that.
What made the transition? Because falsetto voice used to be popping at one point.
Falsetto voice was popping, whether he was a singer or a pimp or whatever.
Falsetto voice was the...
Yeah, now?
The low voice guys like me.
Right.
That came through.
What happened to low voice? There's no...
Oh, they're talking?
The like low voice...
Baby, when you left,
I was...
You know, my old manager, you know what I'm talking about. He was in a group, and that was his role. That was his thing.
Oh, he was the talker?
He was the talker guy.
Oh, man.
No, he got a...
He was the, Dad, I was about to say Ronnie DeVoe, but he didn't even talk.
Damn.
He rapped every now and then, but he didn't write the raps.
I gotta play you the song. You'll laugh.
Oh, please.
You know the song, too. I guarantee it.
Oh, and he's the one talking on
He's
it?
the one talking.
Nice.
6 Cents. What's poppin', man?
What up? What up?
James Minor.
James Minor was good.
Oh, dang. They
We
ain't got no air.
We got octave view.
Okay. I'm gonna... There we go.
Yeah,
I was in the wrong octave. My bad. You know what I mean? Transpose, shawty.
We gotta put you on +1.
Yo, shout out to the YouTubes. The YouTuberies.
What up, YouTubers? We're here. I guess I should play the theme song.
Yes, sir.
So we can go ahead and get into the show. Oh, yeah. You know what that music means. It means Frizz is really rocking on the other side of the camera. And it's Friday. It's time for another episode of UnQuantized Podcast. That's right. Hit your daily government poses. It's time for UnQuantized.
He needs some milk.
You definitely hit the daily government pose right there.
Right.
The muscle man flex.
This is America.
Yeah.
Shout out to A. I think we called it too. I feel like this is a hot take. Donald Glover listens to this podcast. I don't know if you remember this. A while back, we were talking about how creative videos is the key now. You remember us talking about it? How it's not about the girls and the cars anymore. Because I feel like we're so, like, we've seen it so many times.
Facts.
Now it's like you got to have a conversation. Example.
The conceptual art thing.
Lil Dicky.
Yeah.
Kills.
That's right.
All the Kendrick stuff be super fire.
That's true.
Childish. Making a lot of noise.
Artsy. Yo, art is one. You know what's funny? Who pointed this out? I think Charlamagne pointed out. He's like, the video, the This Is America is like exhibit. What you see is what you get. I don't know if you remember that. And I remember that video was dope. Way ahead of his time. That was probably like, what, 15 years ago or something like that?
Damn.
That was a minute.
Hey, we was just talking about Drake's God Plan as a Blink-182 video.
Let's get into that for a hot second. So, Trizza just showed me something that I was totally unaware of before the show. Blink-182 had a video, what was it called? The Rock
Show.
The Rock Show. The video is exactly God's plan. They're going around town spending and giving away $1 million.
$1 million.
It is the exact same thing.
Pretty much the exact.
Still like an artist, as they say.
You gotta get inspiration from somewhere. Cause I'm sure Blink-182 probably stole that from somewhere too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Probably from like a book or a play or something.
I feel like you remember that group called, what was it, OK Go, and they would do all these weird like creative videos.
I love OK Go.
I feel like the only reason people ain't copied them is because they're too lazy.
It's too complex.
Yeah, it's too complex. That's a lot of work.
They got a whole warehouse. They just doing, yo.
Yeah.
Shout out to OK Go, man.
You know how many takes that probably take to do one of those?
Did you? Well, I want to say their last video. I probably saw a video from them maybe 6 months ago. Something crazy.
With the paint?
Yeah. Yo. If you don't know who OK Go is, just go to YouTube and type in OK Go and enjoy yourself for probably a few hours. Yeah.
Yeah, the newer ones, they done got more expensive. But they were, in the beginning with the little treadmills, they was like low budget, but I'm sure they probably spent like 5 days wearing the same outfit.
Oh, you have to just to do all those takes and to make it look seamless.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, they're pretty conceptual. But We were right. That's an unquantized prediction.
Shout out to Donald Glover, imaginary friend of the show, I'm going to say.
I mean, he has a show called Atlanta. Why else would he call a show Atlanta if he didn't listen to this podcast in Atlanta?
Yeah, I met him in the club. I have a picture on my Instagram, actually, of me and him in the club. And he was in the club sitting Indian style. And I thought it was the coolest. Like, literally, it's a section full of women, and he's just sitting there Indian style drinking his drink. I was like, that is the coolest shit I've ever seen, bro.
So what do you have to feel like on the inside to sit in the club Indian style?
No, on the couch. On the top part of the couch. Not the seating.
Oh, he on the back of the couch.
He on the back of the couch, Indian style. I was like, that's the level I'm trying to get to, bro.
It's levels to this shit.
It's levels, man.
Levels to this sitting.
I was like, dang, man, that's the stunt that I want to.
He hit him with the upper deck.
Dog, when you over here getting your chakras in line and you partying, turning up to a little Gucci.
Now, was he partying?
He was kind of a little bob, little two-step.
See, I'm trying to get to that point to where I don't feel like I'm being the chakra aligned guy in the club, but I feel like the club came to my house. I'm pretty sure that's how we look.
Yeah.
Like, what are y'all doing in my bedroom? Oh, y'all can stay.
I'm rich. Get out of here.
Back. All right, let's see what this chat hitting for.
Let's see. Big Los, what's popping?
What's popping? We was just talking about you, bro.
808 on the beat. What's popping, homie? So how do you feel about the Spotify?
Ooh, yeah. Okay, before I get into my feelings, you want to recap everybody on like what's happening?
So the recent news is Spotify is pulling certain artists because of their past, their music.
The top two being
R. Kelly, which I ain't mad at, bro. I mean, but XXXTentacion.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's a slippery slope.
It is because, to my knowledge, neither one of them were convicted. Regardless of what the stigma of their reputation is, neither one of them were convicted. So, I guess I'm asking, where do you draw the line? It's kind of like the pre-crime joint in, was it Minority Report?
Oh, yeah. Well,
they're like, you know what, you're about to be a problem. We're just going to go ahead and
get you out.
That's crazy. 50 Cent came to R. Kelly's defense.
See, my thing is, like, if you produce the record, you know what I'm saying? And then they brought up XXXTentacion pulled up, like, he's like, yo, he listed like 20 people. He said, yo, what about these people?
Right.
If you're going to take me off.
And were those people all convicted?
They're all convicted.
Ooh.
And he brought up Dr. Dre. He brought up a bunch.
That's right, for the D-Barn shit.
So it's like, it's a slippery slope, man.
I think before you just start yanking people, there should be some rules in place, just some guidelines.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Otherwise, you're gonna get to the point where somebody might have a problem with somebody that's not necessarily what the real problem is, and I'm just gonna pull you anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna get somebody out here we love. Like, what if they try to pull Gucci out of here? Gucci gonna change his life around, and they like.
As a fact, you can't pull Gucci. What if they try to pull Chris? Ooh, you can't pull Chris.
Yeah.
Can't pull Chris.
Yeah, they ain't doing that.
Right.
They ain't doing that.
Another question I got: why does R. Kelly stuff come back up like a million years later? You know, like it's going on like it's when it first started, which was early 2000s, way early.
I watched that documentary. I was like, ooh, this is bad, bro.
That's right. There was that documentary.
Damn. Hey, shout out to everybody on the cruise ship. Stepping to the name of love right now, going to the Bahamas. Hope that tan is worth it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. True. All right, I'm not gonna go into that too much. Let's see what this chat's talking about. It's the Cosby effect. I see you.
I saw a documentary show on Gucci last night. It was crazy. What was that on Vice?
Sound like it would be Vice on Netflix.
Yo, Vice is they killing with them joints. They got what's the one I was watching with Rick Ross in Miami?
Dog, do you know that I have the worst cable provider ever? You know what my cable provider is. But I don't have Vice. I can't get Vice for some reason.
Oh, bro, that's the only channel I watch. Shout out to my brother Diego. He's in that Vice line joint.
Hey, shout out to Diego.
He's in the back cooking up. Scott Storch is in there talking. Diego over there making a beat. So shout out to him.
Nice.
Black Noise says, why can't companies separate the music from personal issues the artists have? Their job should be music only.
You know why I think? Because people. People will hit those companies like, I will stop supporting your company if you keep supporting this artist.
That's facts.
It's the people. Because believe me, if it was all about them making money and there was no repercussion or consequences, these companies would be like, man, get out of here.
Man, the
R.
90s.
Kelly staying up.
Nah, the 90s is probably wilder than what it is now. We just got social media to kind of hold people accountable.
Oh, the 90s was loose. BET Uncut.
Oh, man.
Yo, tip drill. That's all I got to say. Tip
That's
drill.
crazy.
That sums up what you could get away with on network type of stuff in the 90s.
And then Kearney Thomas come on right after. And God!
Ooh,
you remember that?
Right.
Yeah. You ain't, man, you don't know scared until you don't went to sleep and Kearney Thomas done woke you up.
BET would scare you in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Yo, BET was good for a few things. After BET Uncut and all that, I like, just for the younger days, super young people, close your ears. You can be in the middle of some things. And they start showing mad like birth control commercials at night. Remember that?
That's facts.
The Wrap It Up campaign.
Yeah, wrap it up, B.
Yeah, the Wrap It Up joint was popping, and then you might get some of that old time religion. If you too late on a Saturday night,
man,
get to that Sunday morning, man.
Get you a bottle of water, holy water.
About 3-4 in the morning, you think it's going down. The mischievousness is gonna continue. No, it's not, bro.
Not on my watch. Oh, bro. I spoke it up, man.
What?
So, you know, the other week I said, guys, back up your stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me and technology ain't really been rocking, bro.
Dog. As a guy who just lost a computer.
I just lost a computer, bro. So, I'm holding my daughter. She knocks something over, right? Water goes everywhere. So, I'm picking up hard drives trying to make sure, right? Nothing really gets wet. So, but my first instinct is, let me back up everything, right?
Smart.
So I go upstairs in the secret spot and get the backup drive. Now this drive is in a secret spot. I don't touch it. It's only for emergencies. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I keep it separate. And I went to plug it in, and it doesn't fire up. Drive failed, bro.
Slim.
So my backup drive is finito. So I gotta get another one, man. So just another.
No, go to Fry's. Like when you leave here, go to Fry's.
Yeah, just a friendly reminder, guys.
Man, listen. You gotta have physical storage and you gotta have cloud storage.
That's fact.
That's the thing. If you have both of those, hey man, you got water gun fight in your house and not worry about anything. Not worry about your hard drives at least. But yeah, you should always have physical storage just because it's easier to access. It's right there. And you need cloud storage in case somebody takes your physical storage or it doesn't power up when you go to use it. But you never know. Dropbox or whatever you use for cloud storage could one day get hacked, could one day go down. You gotta have that two-factor backup.
When they text your phone also.
Yeah, two-factor authentication.
Shout out to whoever's been trying to sign into my Instagram.
Oh shit!
Yeah, shout out here. I'm like, damn, I'm that popping in these streets, man. Y'all trying to steal my Instagram now?
Hey, the brand's going up, bro.
Nah, about every week somebody tries it. I'm like, I got the 2-layer, bro. You ain't getting it, dog.
Unless you got hackable now.
Unless you got the phone, bro, you're not getting it. Mr. Black Tie 365, what's going on, brother?
What's going on?
Build a server.
You know what? I never got into the build a server thing. Flo was trying to get me build a server for forever. But I don't understand not that I don't understand, I don't see the importance of me building a server versus me just having a physical backup and a cloud-based backup already. A server just seems like I'm building a really hyped up physical backup.
You know, I don't even know if Busy Works Beats is in here. But,
I think he is, I saw him.
But I'm just going to throw this out here. He should make a course about organization of like naming tracks and like a system. I feel like he would figure it out. Because I have no system for, like, keeping up with my tracks. I feel like it's a smart way to do it where it's, like, everything... It's a flow to it. Like, oh, I need to go back and work on these. I need to touch up something on it. This is finished. This goes shopped out. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's got to be a smart way to do it. And I feel like Busy's the person for that.
True. But does it depend on how you work? Because you could... Like, if you're the type of person that doesn't finish a track, but you got to go back to them, then yeah. But what if you're the type of person that does... the track at a time. I don't know.
It's gotta be.
There's a system for it.
Yeah, it's gotta be. It's gotta be. Fly for no reason. What up, man? Tell him.
Oh man, my bad. I just read it. Dawood, what's up, bro? Yo. So Dawood, of course, all my people always got big up my peoples from back in my younger days. I think I went to elementary, middle school, and high school with Dabu. So shout out another Virginia native in here. Alexandria, Virginia to be exact. Do not get it twisted. That's where we're from.
Oh man, Trizza, that's rough. Are you stressed every time I'm stressed out? Electronics fail. I don't know what it is. Probably the bad stress energy. That might be part of it.
Yeah, it could be.
Man,
how long have you had that drive?
Not too long, actually. That's what's surprising.
Ooh, don't tell me it's Western Digital.
No, it was a Lacey with the orange boy.
See, I don't mess with the Lacey's. I'm out of the Lacey's. I never had one only because that's a real big Mac person drive. So anytime I would have a Lacey and it was formatted by a Mac person, I could never read it. So I just shied away from Lacey's over the years.
But you know, I'm a big believer in like, yo, something break, you gotta get the better thing, right?
Right.
So I'm going to all solid state drives now. I gotta do it, man.
That's a big move.
Gotta do it, man.
Now, but the only thing, how much stuff are you backing up? Because you know, solid state drives aren't.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Too big in size now,
well,
and they're expensive as hell.
That is true.
A terabyte solid state drive is gonna run you.
Okay, so maybe one solid state drive.
Yo, I use the I can just pull real quick. I use the small Passport, I think they're called, by Western Digital.
Fire.
Those joints, I've been using those for years, dog. When I would go do stuff with Tim and Polo, anytime I do stuff with them, even if I leave it or just transfer, I always got a Passport with me. Those are
facts.
Those are the joints.
See, you gotta invest in yourself, guys.
Oh yeah.
Cause it ain't no feeling. Trust me again, like having to try to find a file or a patch.
Oh yeah.
Because you ain't saving a beat right, and you got to go through Omnisphere and 3,000 patches to find one little synth to recreate this beat. Oh no, that's the worst.
Well, that would give me some of my Omnisphere stuff too.
Oh
man. If I use Omnisphere in something now, like a beat, I have you can set up projects in Omnisphere.
Right.
I set up a project for projects, and if I use a patch in anything that I'm planning on keeping, I'll just put it in there.
Right.
So that way, I at least have this couple hundred patches to go through versus over 12,000.
Right. Do you put tracks in folders by BPM or genre?
I don't.
Yeah.
I do chronological order. So the folder will be whatever the track is, but inside of that, that'll be inside of a folder that is the month and the year, and then once the month changes, new folder.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I got a 2018 folder each month, and then I got beats and then bounces.
Oh yeah.
And then I try to color code, but it don't be working.
Ooh.
I try to put like if I need to go back and finish something, I mark it yellow.
Now, what do you color code them in?
You know, like on Mac, you could like right click in this little color thing.
I don't know about that.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm not a Mac.
Yeah, I know.
But you can do it at Ableton. So
yeah. On the actual file, I'll like mark it yellow, and then I'll be like, oh okay.
Yeah. Plus one for Mac.
Hey.
Big credit where credit is due.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
No problem, bro.
Big Los, definitely, man. I'm gonna get with you, my brother.
Yes, indeed.
Try sticking it in the freezer for 30 minutes.
Listen, as a guy who's put a lot of drives in the freezer for 30 minutes, 30% of the time it works.
True.
But when it does work, it's only it only works for like 20 minutes at a time. So you gotta like do it, hurry it, plug it up, hurry it back up. It'll fail again. You might be able to do it 2 or 3 more times, but that's it. So put it in the freezer will not bring it back to life.
It's kind of like when your aunt, your grandma would be like, "Yo, drink some ginger ale when your stomach hurt."
Yeah.
It's like it kind of helped, but it's
gonna help you. But you should probably still go to the emergency room.
I have some baking soda. I don't know how country y'all, but lick some salt. You ever heard that one?
Lick some salt.
Or you put the salt in your hand, you put a little iodine sauce. Yeah, okay.
Nah.
That, when you eat crackers, the salt on it. Yeah, that's some country. Yeah, never mind.
Nice. So I know there was Robitussin.
Back.
Anything went wrong, you had a fucking bad day.
You break your leg.
Yeah. Robitussin. I think my wife's mother, her thing was Alka-Seltzer. And I think my grandparents' thing was take a nap.
Facts.
Take a nap.
It's better to lose 1 terabyte than 30 at once. That is true.
Yeah.
Because the one I just lost was a 4 terabyte boy.
Ooh, that's real.
Ooh. But luckily, that was just my backup for everything else. So all my drives that I was backing up are still.
But now do you feel a little uneasy?
I do. I feel real uneasy, bro.
I know what you'll be doing this weekend.
I need to do a video on organizing beats. I think I mastered it. Diego's the only other person that explains stuff to me in a way. He's not too technical, but he's technical enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Diego's really good, just in everything in general I've seen with technicality and vibe. Because you gotta have a certain amount of just relatable, like, vibe talk, I guess it is. You know.
Young Tech Beats.
Hey, my bro. Hey, yo. My bro Tech Beats is in here. Check out my page. I got a couple videos on there. Me and Tech Beats going super ham in the studio. We also produce some joints together for Saha the Prince and probably a few other people. That's my guy.
Shout out to Young Tech. Hey. How do you determine what is missing in a song? A lot of times I'll do a track and it feels like something's missing.
One of the easiest things I know, feedback. Have a couple people, at least a handful of people, that you could ask that to. And you know, this is one of the rare instances where friends can actually work in this scenario. Because a lot of times people are like, well, I need somebody to ask. And they always go to their friends. I'm like, yo, you don't want to talk to your friends.
Yeah.
About like, yo, is this beat good? Or should I do it? Because your friends going to be like, yeah, man, you got it. But now, what's missing in a track, how this could be better, friends can help you with that.
And I mean, to me, it's like a couple easy things. Well, one is something is missing. The vocals. You know what I'm saying? I feel like every track kind of feels unfinished without vocals on it.
Shout out to Trezor for getting deep.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And it said, okay, so I would say the vocals is missing, so that's part of it. And then just make sure you got something at every part, like the low end. You got some, frequency wise. You got something for the high end. You got something for the mid. You know what I mean? And you're kind of swapping between those, because then if you do that, it feels full because the spectrum is full.
I call it the Dr. Dre formula.
Facts.
Dre will have 4 things going on the track, but one will be lows, one will be low mids, high mids, and highs.
And it'd be all jamming.
Super jamming. Everything got its own space.
In the pocket.
Hot pocket. As the kids are saying.
Trezor, try putting your drive in the microwave for 50 seconds. If it's sparkling, it's working. All right, let me try that.
There you go.
I'm gonna put it in the oven on preheat, 425.
Microwave will let you know if it's sparking faster.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, you be popping. You like, yo,
I feel like that's a YouTube video, one of those like destruction slow mo videos.
You know it's on
there. Drinking this early don't make y'all sleepy. See, what you do is you balance it out with coffee. It's a thin line. You know what I mean?
That is true. That is true. Yeah.
It's a system to it, brother.
How you know I didn't just wake up?
Facts. Ooh. Mind games.
Pull out,
where the little Inception Dreidel at?
Your move. Actually,
Magic.
I've been up since about 5. I will be pretty sleepy fairly soon.
I had to hurry up and shoot my YouTube video because I didn't want to miss this. Hey,
yo, shout out to you, man.
Yeah, shout out to you shooting YouTube videos.
Strickland, what up, bro? And welcome to Atlanta again. I know you've been here for at least a month or 2 now, but welcome to Atlanta.
Hey, make sure you hit up Follies and Cheetahs has great lunch.
Hey, they do. Hit up Twin Peaks for interesting ketchup bottles.
Oh man, well, this is a whole tangent. It has nothing to do with production.
The show is kind of all over the place today.
But Beyond Meat, the Beyond Meat burgers, the same people, they got some new joints.
All right, they owe me a do-over. What they got now?
They got some like hot dog type joints. They got some other joints, and everybody's talking about these joints.
Oh no!
I don't know how I feel about, because I'm not into, you know what I mean. I don't like I like veggies. Yeah. But they're ranting raving about it.
The hot dog joint?
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, we'll see.
Just, heads up.
Hey, Beyond Burgers still popping.
Fire. I can't wait to hit LA, dog. Hit Veggie Grill. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Panthro said, what Saha tracks did you do?
Sadell Young. Damn, I should really be better at this. Sadell, off the first album, the Black History Project, it was Sadell Young and another joint. Be Great. And then off the last album, can't remember the name of it. It will come back to me.
Grinding.
Yep.
Dog, you did a lot of records, bro.
Thank you. I just don't talk about them a lot.
You don't.
It's kind of like it's a secondary thing.
I think it's important to have a diverse resume. Like you have a gospel record. You got Christina Aguilera record.
Yeah, that was a rock record too.
Yeah. So that's good. That's cool. You know what I mean?
I go everywhere from Gucci Mane to Christina Aguilera to Snoop, but Ty Tribbett, which is gospel.
Yeah.
I'll be all over the place. 50 Cent, Baby by Me. Hey.
Yeah, man, she boy 50 Cent, man. You know what I mean?
You know why I love that song so much? Animal Planet plays the hell out of that song for some reason. I always get a check for it. I don't know what they play.
I'm scared to see what they play.
I'm assuming it's like a mother. You know how they show mothers with the baby. I'm assuming it's one of those. Hey, it could be a mating.
Yeah, I thought that's what the first thing I thought. Ew, that's
whatever it is. They've been playing that for years.
Keep on rocking.
I always get a fat $30 check for that joint.
Shout out to the movies and TV shows that purchase records. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
I hope to continue doing business.
That is a fact.
Is Ableton widely used for manipulating sounds for sound design?
Yes.
Isn't every program used to manipulate sounds?
If you stop right there, yes. Actually, for sound design, yeah. But the thing, about Ableton, and we talked about this before, is that it's dope because you can do, in my opinion, more than you can do on other DAWs, and there's so many ways to do it. Ableton's one of those things like you ever wanted an app and you didn't think if anybody did it before, you just go to the app store and look for it.
Right.
That's kind of how Ableton is with production. It's like, yeah, I want to do such and such. I don't know how Ableton does that, but I'm pretty sure it does it, and it'll be easy for me to find out.
What if they're in your phones and they're secretly stealing all the ideas from your notes? Stay woke. This is America.
I need to type more notes because you all are taking great notes.
Right. Message. No, it's not. Is Ableton good for beginners? Segue.
Yes, it is. Ableton is actually best for beginners because the only people that have a problem with Ableton are people that have been using stuff for a long time and they're stuck in the ways of that other thing. It's like, what's the most difficult language to learn?
Mandarin.
Mandarin. Is it hard for a 1-year-old to learn Mandarin? No, because they don't know anything.
Right.
So that's what Ableton would be for a beginner.
I just guessed on the Mandarin thing.
Nah,
Somebody's probably like, that's not right at all.
I'm pretty sure you're right. I don't know one word of Mandarin.
I'm pretty sure German sounds super hard.
I know a couple German words.
Yeah, they all sound like they're angry at all times.
Facts.
Even though when they're super happy. Like, why are you so mean?
Dice is happy.
When you're a beginner, should you focus on learning your DAW first or music theory?
Probably both simultaneously. So if you want to be a carpenter, should you learn carpentry first or how to use a hammer? I think in doing one, the other one has to happen simultaneously at some point. You know what I mean?
Because even with your DAW, it's not that much you got to learn, really. I mean, it's intricate stuff.
The
but
concepts are all the same.
Yeah, it's record, loop, you know what I mean, duplicate.
Yeah, you might want to know how to quantize. You might want to know how to... And that's a good thing, a good way to think about your DAW. Mm-hmm. That's how I think about DAWs. I'm like, what do I want to do? And then you figure it out easily how to do it. A lot of people open up a DAW and they're like, okay, what can this DAW do? I'm like, no, what do you need done?
Right.
Figure out how to do that.
Exactly.
Start there.
Diego Ave, shout out to Diego, giving me the hot topics today.
Oh man, you know.
He said, talk about producers asking other producers for a paid collab. I get tons and I couldn't do it. It feels morally wrong. See,
yeah, he
saying that.
Shout out to my man for having morals in this cutthroat world.
I just don't. To me, it's one of those things. It's like I feel like I'm only taking. I don't want to do something if I'm not giving. You know, it's got to be a equal trade.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You buy a drum kit. It's like you get these drums, these sounds in exchange for money. That's an equal trade.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Paying for a collab, you're just saying you made a beat with me. But what does that lead to? What comes from that? What are you expecting? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and when you don't know the person, like the respect isn't. Not the respect, but the relationship isn't there. It's kind of like, oh, you going to the club? You don't know me, but can I go? It's like, all right, if you give me $50, you can come with me. but I really don't care if you get beat up there. Right. I'll leave you there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't drinking off my bottle.
Hey, that's a fact.
You got to get up when every new person come in the section. You know what I mean? Your seat ain't reserved. You know what I mean?
But that's what it feels like. To me, I would feel morally wrong. As a business model, I could see where it would be beneficial to somebody if you really didn't care. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't do it. I think it's safe to say that you wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I'm cool on it. Because here's the thing. I'm so busy these days. I got a kid running 2-3 businesses. You know, just life trying to keep up. Mm-hmm. One is I've been trying to squeeze in making beats. I stayed up till like 6 a.m. making beats to get up at like 9. You know what I mean?
Facts.
But I don't know, man. I just don't want to do that if it's not mutually beneficial.
Yeah, because people gonna be hitting you after it's done. Like, yo, what's up with that beat we did?
Yeah.
Or did such and such listen to it yet, or whatever? You gotta keep them updated. Not like it's a hassle, but if you really went into it like kind of half-hearted, right, you don't care about that person.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's some situations where good came from it, but I feel like it's one of those like people that, I made one beat, I'm popping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I had a dude from high school hit me the other yesterday, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm the rapper you need to work with."
Was he?
I said, "Have you recorded a song?" No, I've never recorded. Bro, how you get what I'm saying? Like your idea of how this works is not right. I'm not the guy to come to for your first song.
No.
You need to get a studio. You need to record 200-300. That's why I tell everybody, you want to be a rapper, get you a studio at your crib, record 200-300 songs. Then we'll
kind of get used to it.
Yeah.
But that's funny how many people hit you up, be like, yo, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this. Mm-hmm. They have no music.
No clue. No clue.
No, nothing to be found.
Do you remember your first placement? Question for both of you.
I'm thinking of what my first placement was. Do you remember yours?
Me and Just Be Man No DJ did a joint for Dipset SAS Eurogang, which I know is like super, but it was like big deal for us because one, it was Dipset in the height of Dipsetness. Two, they had like Jewels and all these other people on there, and we was like talking to like Duke the God and Hell.
I was about to say, was that a Duke the God?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was very Duke the God, that situation. But at that time, dog, I was wearing a Pyrex jacket and a bandana, probably Dipset it out. You know what I mean? So it was a huge deal.
Wait, hold on. So what year was that?
I hadn't graduated high school, so it had to be 2003, 2002 maybe. I was still in high school, maybe 9th, 10th grade.
Got it. So yeah, so you got a Dipset placement before I did. That's.
Hey, shout out to us for both working with Dipset.
Facts. I think mine was like 2005, 2006, something like that.
Shout out to, yeah.
But yeah. So my first placement. My first real placement was probably Dragon.
Oh yeah.
Dirty Funk. Yeah, that was an actual. That's when Rough Riders was still Rough Riders a year before the demise of Rough Riders. So yeah, it was Dragon.
Now real placements, I don't know, because this is the real. It's like you get a placement and then it's a real placement.
Because I'm not even counting my my Dipset joint.
Yeah.
It was after the Dragon joint, but still, like it was Cameron. White girl. I did that joint.
But it's like you get those like random mixtape records, and then you get like a record that's like does something.
Yeah. Bro. Yeah.
Always try to negotiate a win situation. Facts.
Yeah.
It's got to be because I don't want people to feel like, you know what I mean, like, oh man, I just gave him money and he took from me.
Yeah. But the thing is, you care.
Yeah.
And I care too. Like I'm not going to like take money from somebody. Then if you hit me up, I'm like, I kind of feel obligated because I made this commitment. So yeah, I wouldn't even do that.
What if I'm having an off day and you done paid money and you're not feeling the beat or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's so much that goes into it. I just rather work with my friends. We got a system.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And keep it pushing.
That's a fact. All money ain't good money. And some money looks good, but it comes with headaches.
That's facts.
That lasts long after the money does.
That's super facts.
Yeah.
That's why I got out of graphic design.
That's right.
Because I hated.
You had a whole graphic design plan at one point.
Oh no, I was like really into designing, and then dealing with other people People like, I want this, and you give them that, and then they're like, oh, that's not what I wanted.
Yeah, I'm terrible at this.
Yeah, and they don't know what they want. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, you did my logo. My logo was fire.
Oh, hey. Shout out to everybody. Diego got a logo before I got out the game. You got a logo. No, everybody, you get a logo. You get a logo.
We made it.
Let's see. I know Triz is loving that Reason 10.1 update.
Dog, I started to tag you in a Reason post.
Damn, what they get? Export as MP3? What they get? Well, that's Ableton.
Just export as weight. I forgot what they got. It was I don't know.
Save as. It's something they got. MIDI? Did they just get MIDI? Y'all help me out. Let me know what Reason just got in this 10.1.
Now unlimited saves per project.
Now we have an EQ.
Damn.
Yeah. Shout out to Ableton being hella late.
No, you said Ableton.
I mean, not Ableton.
There's a Freudian slip.
Forgive me, Ableton.
Freudian slip.
Forgive me, Ableton. I mean Reason. The broke boy. Broke boy Reason. How do you guys use all those DSP and TIS plugins on a laptop? That's a good question.
Get a laptop with the minimum specs. And I talked to you about this before you got your laptop. My minimum specs are at least 16 gigs of RAM, an i7 processor, dual or quad core. If you can get a quad core, I go for it, even though they might say it's like something like an 8 core. But that's just 4 hyper-threaded, but I'm not going to get into that. And you pretty much go from there. Storage to taste, however much onboard storage you want versus external storage. And there you go.
Hey. Kono's Mortgage, he says, how do you feel about emailing beats to popular engineers in Atlanta?
What's the relationship? Yeah, what's the relationship? Because, once again, is this a collab for money type of thing, just on an engineer type of tip? Or what's the I feel like once you establish a relationship with people, you're good to go. You know?
And here's the thing. You got to think of it from the opposite end. I don't want to get random emails from people. Whenever I see a random email from somebody, I ignore it.
Oh, yeah.
If it's something that's me doing work, I'm like, either I'm stressed out about it or either I delete it.
Yeah.
So you got to come with the least amount of stress in your email as possible. Especially if you know these people, it's one thing. But if you don't know these people and you just randomly emailing popping engineers, that's a waste of time, bro.
Oh, they're not opening.
Yeah, they're not opening. Nah. I mean, it's a you might get lucky, man, and get that one out the blue, but it's relationships, man. DM the people. I feel like you'll have a better time going on Twitter, see what they're talking about, have a conversation with them. Engagement. Talk with them, and not right away. Yeah. Talk with them about 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
So you're saying if a relationship with somebody is like a marriage of businesses, before marriage comes engagement.
That's facts. You gotta take them on dates. You gotta get to know each other. You gotta kind of get cool.
See if this even works.
If it even works.
Also with dating, now this is an Oracle Pro dating tip from back in the day. Like business dating, like we just talked about, also with regular dating. I was never the type of person to want to spend money on you to find out if I like you. I've never been a traditional dating guy. And it's the same when it comes to business. I'm like, I'm not going to spend money with you to determine if this is a working relationship.
Right.
Like, let's
figure it out.
Once I'm paying you, and this is going back to the actual dating, not so much the business dating, but once I'm going into this and I'm spending money, why should I spend money to find out if you like me or if you work for me? Because honestly, I don't know if I like you. Right. And I should find that out for free. And so should you.
So you're saying test.
Yeah.
Multiple tests. Don't commit. Don't overdo it on the front end. Yeah. See what's out there.
If you see value in me, you are probably willing to do it for free.
Facts.
I've used that in my entire dating life since I was 18 years old and also in business.
Hey. That is dating instructor Oracle here.
Man, don't get me started. Man. Don't start talking about the man, woman, or the dating aspect.
This is a question for you, Oracle. You guys master beats made by beat makers as well?
Yes, we do. As a matter of fact, that is what we do more of anything. We actually mix and master people's beats more than we do songs. Because, most of my followers are producers.
Facts.
And a lot of producers, they want to hear this stuff thump. They're going to be in beat battles and all those other things. So yeah, we master and mix beats more than we do songs.
Facts.
Yeah.
Black Noise says, "Is it cool if I use the acapella to make a beat? I found a software that extracts vocals. I feel like I'm cheating."
Oh no,
man, I encourage it.
Well, you know what? I think I was talking to you about this. You know, back in the day, is one of my tips. But you actually took it and embraced it more than I did. So you want to talk about using acapellas?
No, every beat before I finish it, I put an acapella in there just to feel it. Because if it rides, if you can put 4 or 5 acapellas in and a beat still sound jamming, and it's not a lot of like conflictions, the melody's not getting in the way, it's jamming. You figure it out of pocket. So that's my test. First I test my mix in mono, you know what I mean? Make sure it's hitting right.
Nice.
Check it, make sure everything cool. Ain't no phase issues, you know what I mean? My drum slapping, you know what I mean? Then take the mono off. And then I check that. Ain't Gucci.
There you go. And you know what's crazy? I think that actually works for real world tests, because what you're gonna do is you're probably gonna send that track to multiple artists in the first place. So if it sounds good with multiple known artists on it, it might appeal to a wider range of unknown artists.
Okay, so he said no relationship, just open email. They mentioned requested beats though.
Oh, I guess you could do it. I would just treat it like a dish off though. Like, let's see what happens. I'm not gonna really put too much.
That's
stock
like
in it.
The lottery. It's buying $1 scratch off.
There you go.
That's what that is.
You're gonna be like every day, like, oh, I can't wait to move out of here. That lottery for the hit on Wednesday.
The thing too, people don't realize with songs, man, is even if a song is cut, doesn't mean you made the album. If we were talking about songs that were cut, bro, my discography would be crazy.
We would have been on some of the same album.
Nah, crazy. Yeah. Songs that come out and songs that cut is 2 different things. Because you gotta understand, people gonna make an album of 12 songs. To get to those 12 songs, they probably made 100.
Let me tell you something. There's a artist coming out soon. They've been working on this album for probably 4 to 6 years. Every year, I get the same emails. Yo, we looking for beats. We need some beats. We need some beats. Every year, this person picks like 5 or 6 beats of mine, and just said that they're coming out with an album produced by one person. That's not me. So, hey, you know, it's the game, bro.
It's cold out here. Cold world, no blanket.
Just because your song gets cut too does not mean it's making it out. People have changes of heart, changes of management, changes of labels, changes of direction. Man. Come on, bro. Changes. I've been in with a major artist when they played me their stuff. They played me a whole album and I thought it was amazing. They came out with the album months later. All different songs, total different direction, total different everything.
That happened to me 3 times major. Like, I really worked on these projects. Like, I was really there every day.
I know one of the artists off the top.
Yeah, and it's sweet, and it's heartbreaking, dog.
Yeah.
So that, you just gotta keep it pushing, man.
Yeah.
How do you keep y'all music chemistry going as far as production team? That's a good question.
We never. I guess they're talking about just us, right?
I guess so.
We never struggle with it. We kind of sit down and we don't put any pressure on it though. Yeah, that's what it is.
Our thing is totally like, you feel like making a beat today? All right, cool. Let's make a beat today.
What?
Oh, you don't feel like making a beat? All right, let's drink some more Jameson and talk shit.
There you go.
That's pretty much what it is.
That shit works too.
Yeah, I mean it's really no pressure. And then if something's whack, I don't take offensive. Oracle's like, yo, change this or switch this around.
And likewise,
yeah, it's like, all right, cool. Let's figure it out.
You know what's funny? I think making a beat with you is like some of the least pressure. Even when making a beat with myself. You know, when I'm working on the beat just solo,
right.
You know, of course there's immense pressure there. But when like, yeah, you want to make a beat? And we usually make a jammer in like 15 minutes.
Yeah, with the quickness.
Yeah, real quick.
Oz the Conqueror says, have you guys ever thought about starting an independent label?
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't got the room for it right now.
I've always label. I don't know about label. Maybe like a production squad, maybe at some point.
Yeah.
But it would have to make sense. That's the only thing. Again, like how to collab things. I don't want to get into something where I can't make sure that other people are beneficial.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when people get into deals, it'd be one-ended. You know what I'm saying? It's like only one person benefits and everything else is like a jug.
That's a fact.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you make a good point. I don't have it right now because having it needs a certain bit of attention.
Yeah.
I want to work with an artist. You know how Tim had Missy, and I want an artist like that, and I would like to do labels and things like. But that shit takes a lot of commitment.
That's facts.
And I'm the type of person I won't let people down.
Right.
So if I know I'm not like 100% all in the beginning,
you can't do it.
I'm not gonna do it.
I do want to put out a project though. I feel like as a producer, you have to do at least one project.
Well, I was gonna say as a DJ or as a producer or as the hybrid, because you know it's the hybrid going on.
Yeah, I mean, I feel for me it would be kind of the hybrid, but I feel like you have to do some body of work. It's like this is me at some point. I feel like you should.
I agree.
Because me making beats now is way different than me a year ago. And even, like, I was listening to stuff from, like, 3 years. I'm totally a different producer now. So I think it'd be dope just to have something that, like, it's like a Polaroid. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, this is capturing this time in my life.
Yeah, that's true. Yo, my wife on me about doing a project. She been on me about doing a project
yeah, that's
for,
true.
2 years. Like, you should do an instrumental project or something like that.
Hey. Peer pressure's coming.
We went to Germany. There was nothing but
that's it.
Instrumental.
That's all I want to hear.
Being played everywhere. She was like,
"That's crazy." We'll see. Okay, that's what's up. Y'all seem like y'all work well together. Yeah, it's literally because it's no stress.
None.
And then outside of even if we weren't making beats, I would hang with Oracle. It's like my dog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We'd do the same thing, beats or not.
We was cool before we started making beats together.
Yeah. Oracle was just like, we both from VA. We knew a bunch of the same people. Shout out to Young Jay.
Yay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I don't even know how it happened, bro. I remember I bought sounds from you, and then we got this thing. We just kept cool. Then just one day I was just over here making beats.
Yeah, I don't know what happened after that. I remember you bought sounds from me, and then I don't know.
We just been rocking in the free world and doot. How do you feel about artist flows? Too many sound the same to me. So where you looking?
They kind of do, but now this is just my opinion. Now that's kind of a thing. Mm-hmm. Okay, back in the day, it was everybody should sound unique type of thing. Mm-hmm. That's where I'm from.
Right.
And you know, if there was one way to go or the other, I would go on that side. Mm-hmm. But now it's kind of like, this artist flow with this type of beat is like its own thing.
Right.
Now, you know what I'm saying? Like,
shout out to the Triplets, man.
Hey, facts. Yo, Triplets went away and came back, and people don't even realize.
That's facts.
If you think about Triplets, now of course trap is triplet out. Before trap, Triplets were you can think Pete Rock and Premier, where the kick would go.
Oh,
that was the triplet.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was the only time you would really get a triplet. That quick hit with the other hit. Now it's everything.
Mantra says, "What was the creative process behind the Explore beat?"
Oh, that's the Mac Wiles joint that I did. Cam, written by Cam. The melody was dope. I had the chords from somewhere. I actually just combined those things because the drums were me in the back of my old crib. You know, at the little woods back there.
Yeah.
You hear the crickets and stuff, and I was just out there drumming on some buckets and made a dope loop. And really, I combined the chords that I had made just with that loop. And that was the entire beat. I remember he wrote to it, and the song was ready. And I was like, but I only put 2 sounds in the beat. And I was like, you don't want me to, like, produce this more? They're like, nah.
It's the writing, bro.
That shit didn't even have a bass in it. It was no bass, no 808. It was, that's my 3rd song with no type of bass in it.
That's crazy.
Got a placement. But yeah, it was just me on some buckets, not even real drums, no real kick, and some like chords, some real like soft ass chords, and that's it.
That joint is crazy.
That's the whole joint. Thank you.
Beats Music. So when y'all make a song with artists like you just mentioned Trizza, and they're working together on their record, then they don't release it. How often do you use those beats with other artists? Oh, yeah. Until they cut the check, that's my beat. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's mine, shout out.
Definitely.
That joint getting shizopped around.
That joint's like a woman. Until you lock it down somehow and maybe put a ring on it or something.
Yeah.
That's for everybody.
That's free game.
That's for everybody.
What are some goals you guys have for music?
Keep a big ass question. Why don't you?
You know something that I always wanted to do, man. And I know it sounds crazy. People probably think I'm weird. You ever heard this song by Clean Bandit called "Rather Be"?
Yeah.
I want to make a worldly pop song that everybody likes. I want to make a song that's so good that even if you from the hood, you know what I'm saying, you love this pop song. That's how "Rather Be" is. I heard that song, I'm like, I love this record.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So that's one of my goals, is to make a crazy pop record, and then I just want to make some wild joint, man. That Donald Glover joint got me wanting to make more content. I will say that.
Oh well, that's really good.
Shout out to this Jameson ring on my damn leg from sitting in the bottle.
You put a ring on it. As far as me, I think it's just bridging more technology with music. It'll be the Apple of music. Not of Apple music, but the Apple, like Apple is the Apple of phones to music. And I guess that might not make sense to a lot of people, but you know how I work.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, seeing as how you know how I work, that kind of makes more sense to you.
Right.
Yeah, it's just a bridging of music and technology.
Do you remember the equipment you used starting out? Oz the Conqueror, you got some good questions today, my brother.
Hey, shout out to you for the awesome questions. I've started like 3 times. My first was a tape deck and a DJ mixer that had the 8-second sampler on it. After that, I got like a Roland JX something sampler. Didn't know what the hell that was. But then I got a S2000 and a Lisa's S16 drum machine. That was like my first start. My first real start was MPC 2000. Yeah.
See, I think I went weird. I think my very first was a sampler, a 404. And I ain't know what I would bring it to school and had it under my desk and be trying to make beats with it.
Didn't know what you was doing.
I didn't know what I was doing. Then Fruity Loops, and this is Fruity Loops like 4. I see they're on 20 now, which I know they skipped some, but
they skipped like 10.
Yeah, they definitely hit the Apple joint. Yeah. But at the time, it was Fruity Loops 4 on an old Gateway with the little. Is a Gateway with the cow?
Yeah, that was Gateway.
Yeah, with the cow on it, wow. And you had to, keep the computer cool. It was only the demo. You couldn't, you couldn't save. You just got to export.
Ooh, so you just had mad 2 tracks.
Yeah, there's mad 2 tracks, dog. Damn. And I was just happy, dog. Best times of my life, dog. Sitting there sampling songs I shouldn't have sampled. Sampling Michael Jackson and like, yeah, like as soon as you start making beats, like, I'm about to sample Michael Jackson, dog.
Dirty Diana, here I come.
Yo, ain't nobody touching these Jackson 5 records.
Nobody flipping them like I was flipping.
And they be all trash. But yeah, that's how I started. Then I got the SRX.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
and the red boy.
Yeah.
Did you like it? Nobody I know that had one like it.
I didn't know what the hell I was doing, bro.
Oh, okay.
I just had it and I was like, oh, this is cool. I didn't know what I was doing, dog, until I moved to Atlanta.
You was coming up on some good stuff to not know what you had.
Dog, I just seen other people Scratch magazine. I seen other people had it. I was like, oh, I want it.
There you go.
Save up everything to get it and then don't do nothing with it.
That'll work.
Yeah, Tristan Playground said, poopity scoop.
I was about to talk about that. Funny enough. It's a transition from what we were just talking about sampling stuff.
All right.
So, the sample in the beginning of that Kanye song, I used that joint a few years ago. And it's from the little secret-y type of place of samples. I know I got it, Tim got it, Cannon got it. J-Rock, shout out to Jerome. I know he got that sample. But I don't know how many people got it. But anyway, I spent 24 hours the other day digging up the beat that I made with using that sample. It was when I was on some super boom bap shit. It was
shit.
But saying all that to say, it's a pretty dope sample, man. Shout out to that group. And I know there's a person getting a check for that sample. And shout out to him too. However, after the sample goes off, what he goes into after that,
man. And the thing, I guess we so used to it. Everybody was so surprised. I'm like, dog, people do demo joints. I feel like that was like a wild take. Like he was recording, he did a dumb take, and they just saved it because it was funny.
Well, I heard he was supposed to be like mocking how dumb shit is now today.
Oh, okay.
In the beginning of the second verse or something like that. However, it didn't really sound like that to me. And I'm like, that's not really how people sample it.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Because Migos did the poopity scoop, it would be way harder.
Poopity! Lambo! Did you see SNL?
Oh, that was the best SNL I've seen in a while.
That's a fact. Lambo!
How do you create loops?
I need some cricket sounds. That's some broad ass.
So on Ableton, you just select and you hit loop, and then whatever you create in that is the loop.
Control L.
With whatever you create within that loop is a loop.
Honestly, that's a broad.
It's like making a beat, but not making a beat.
Yeah, it's like what kind of cars are there? Like it's answers, but like what you talking? Percussion loops, melody loops, MIDI loops. You know, we're well versed.
Fruity Loops.
We're well versed in loops over here. Different loop styles.
What's your process of collaborating with other producers you're not in the room with? It's a good question.
A lot of Gmail. A lot of
WeTransfer.
WeTransfer going on. Definitely a lot of WeTransfer going on.
Depends on who it is. Either I'm freezing the tracks and I'm saving collect all, Ableton, send the whole session.
Yeah. Or
I'm just tracking it out when I send it.
I'm usually sending waves. Just gonna send the waves off. Now if it's an Ableton person, I will. I typically don't send a session because I got all
the sauce.
You know, when I send you a session, it don't look right.
Oh yeah. Oracle. See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Everybody asks why my setup isn't like Oracle's. I have no idea. No, I've been around probably Oracle the most, and I still have no idea what's going on. I gave up trying years ago.
It's been like 3-4 years.
Yeah, I just gave up, bro, because I have no idea what's going on. I just that's his thing. Let him do his thing.
It's different in here.
Yeah.
So if I send you a session, you're gonna be like, first of all, it's 200 tracks, only 4 sounds. They're spaced out like, miles apart from each other. So.
Okay, so Beats Music says, this leads to my next question. If an artist records to your beat and he's looking for a deal and it's moving slow motion, then another artist wants the beat and will pay for it, what do y'all do?
You can snatch it up, dog. It's still your beat. Yeah. It just depends on how you feel on the inside. But at the end of the day, the only thing that is definitely true, that's yours and yours only.
I guess it's, do you believe in that artist? Yeah. I guess that's really what it comes down to. What happened to DJ Unique from Bone Thugs? Damn. Boom, boom, boom.
Really miss my Uncle Charles, y'all.
Dang. Is it difficult to clear samples, or is that depend on where you get it?
Label's job.
Pretty much.
It's usually not difficult, but it's not difficult with me because they'll ask me where the sample is from, and I'm the guy that hits them with all the information. The name of the song, the label, the year, the writers, the publisher. I have all that information on deck because I don't need no problems with my sample clearances.
Yeah. From someone who's had multiple issues, and dog, it's so weird because all my issues that ever came from sample clearance came from that same month.
Damn, that 1 month.
That 1 month where I don't have the files, all the issues I've ever had with sample clearance have been in that same month.
Damn, bro.
I don't know what it is, bro. Let's see. Can you give a couple pointers for a low end that's too heavy on a mix? Turn it down.
Yeah, turn it down. Definitely turn it down. If the low end is too heavy, that might. What are your monitors?
Yeah.
Because you might be listening on. Okay, say for instance, if you got some. Are NSNs safe to use in this?
Yeah, because they're so trash. They're good.
Right, so you might try to pump the bass a little bit. The benefit to the NSNs is they'll blow before the bass gets too high. But a lot of times when people make mixed beats on low quality speakers or speakers that really don't have a good low end, they're high end. I mean, the low end is way too heavy when you play no other stuff because they're trying to compensate. I would say test it out on as many different platforms as you can. And also use reference tracks. Because if you play a track and your low end is here, and then you play a track that's mixed well that you really respect, and you see where their low end is sitting in reference to everything else, that'll at least give you some perspective when it comes to your system.
A lot of it is just ear training. I just know like, oh, my kick sounds good here.
Yeah.
Or my clap should be here. My 808 should be here.
True. That's a big problem because when we were in New York and people playing their beats, mad people's kick was too high.
OD loud.
The kick.
Yeah.
Always. I was a loud kick guy.
Kicks are like ginger. You only need a little bit to taste it. You know what I'm saying?
Then that would explain a lot because anything with ginger in it, I OD ginger.
Oh yeah, no, I drink ginger tea every day, dog.
So you like ginger like that too?
Oh,
man, listen.
damn, we got young. 7 seconds.
Oh, shit.
Be right back. If we didn't get to your question, ask it again.
Please do.
YouTube's what's popping?
UnQuantized coming back. YouTube's, we're still here.
Shout out to everybody. Greg Johnson, he said E-Machine was my first joint.
Damn, E-Machine.
That's Logic, right?
No, I think he's talking about the computer. It was a computer
called
E-Machine.
What was the joint with what was Logic before? Logic was
Logic
E something.
Was
it was E something.
E-Magic.
E-Magic. That's what it was.
Yeah, E-Magic.
Oh, I remember E-Machines with a little lowercase e on it.
Yep.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep. Shout out to you for having that E-Machines, man.
Shout out to everybody who mama got a computer on layaway.
That's
you know what I mean? Dog, man, that computer finally came through. Boy, I was so hyped.
Hey, dog, let me tell you how crazy I was. So when I was younger, probably like preteen age or something like that, my mother got a computer. I don't know how she got it because we ain't have money like that, but she got a computer and started a business.
Oh, shout out to that.
Yeah, before I had never even heard of that. Nobody was even on that, and on the low, nobody was like super like, wow, great job. So she did that, and she would stay up all night like programming the computer.
Oh, that's crazy.
Windows 3.1 or whatever it was. I was not interested in computers at all, bro. I was like, this is the dumbest thing I ever heard. First of all, where the hell did you get a computer? Second of all, why are you
right.
using this joint? But I don't know where I was going with that. But yeah, that was just crazy that my mom's got a computer and started a business. And I didn't like really pay attention. None of that shit registered with me. And I was never like, I want to get a computer. I hated computers. I was like, no,
that's crazy.
I want to start a business. I was never like, yeah, I want to start a business.
Right.
Mom was the first person I seen do that shit.
Damn, that's fire, bro.
Yeah.
That's like, you guys have people to kind of like show you that it's possible.
Yeah.
That's fire, dog.
And I never cared. I didn't care until like 12 years later.
Bro, that's why I think like even with the music thing, I'm so like I care but I don't care. Just because I've seen what it is, bro. I've seen the nicest cribs. I've been around the biggest artists. I've seen the people that made it. I've seen the people who dropped off. And so I know what it is. Now that I got an understanding, like, oh, cool. I can control this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you never had an understanding, it's always like, oh, maybe one day.
To all my sample diggers out there, that is the equivalent of some people become the Ozzy Brothers, some people become the Meters, some people become the Honey Drippers, and some people become the motherfuckers you never heard of, but they just as nice as all the other ones.
No, that's crazy. That's the one thing. Obscurity was that Gary Vee or was that Grant Cardone?
Grant Cardone. That's when I first started. That was my thing. I don't want to die in obscurity. When I heard him say that, I was like, I need to sell some sounds to start a business.
Fucking with y'all battery low?
Oh, his battery low as fuck.
Oh damn, homie.
Plug up. We got a whole another hour to go. Plug up.
A Tandy computer from Radio Shack, man.
Ooh, Tandy.
He threw it back, bro. One, dang, it's sad when you say Radio Shack. That's a throwback. Dang.
Can't even get a computer from Radio Shack because ain't no more Radio Shack. They still around.
Did Nick Cannon buy him? I heard he was about to buy it.
Nick Cannon
probably got. I want to. Hold on, let me look at his net worth.
Super hot take. I'm gonna save for after the show.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna save it for after the show.
Is it Nick Cannon slander?
Yeah.
I think of Nick Cannon kind of like Ray J. He's like a pioneer and people sleep on him.
That's a fact. So I'm from the DMV. The word Bama. You might know the word, but so when you think of a Nick Cannon or something like that, a lot of people will say that's Bama here. However, like you said, people sleep on him. Nick Cannon gonna catch the biggest come up.
Oh yeah,
ever. Just watch.
Golly, I just looked up. I know celebrity net worth isn't accurate, but even if it was close, shout out to Nick Cannon.
Oh yeah, Nick. First of all, regardless of what you think about Nick Cannon, whether you think he's a clown or a Bama or the greatest thing ever, nobody thinks that he's out here being lazy not making no.
Oh no, he got shows on multiple networks, which I think it was like unheard of, like having joined on MTV and then Nickelodeon and over here.
Is that what Ray J shooting for?
No, I don't know what Ray J doing right now. Shout out to Ray J though. Nah, Ray J is one of the people that I want to meet him though, because I feel like he's gonna be the funniest person in life, dog.
Ray J and Childish Gambino have a lot of things in common.
Oh,
Some
wow.
people you see just living their life. We're two people. We live our life on our own terms. We don't really care. But I think we don't care and we do what we want to do, but the stuff that we do might be considered normal. Where those are people that live their life like that. I can sit Indian style on the top of the couch in the club.
That's really gold,
I could wear a turban.
I can't wear no turban, bro.
I don't know, dog.
I'm trying to get that rich though. When you get to the point where you could get that rich, where you're wearing turban, yeah, dog. I'm telling you, the richer I get, the more I'm gonna dress like Will.I.am.
Like, yo, those some hot sweatpants. Show him the turban. Hand him the turban.
If y'all see me with a little a watch and it look like Toonami Reboot, man, ooh, that's a throwback. Y'all don't know about Reboot. Dang.
Toonami.
Let's
start there.
Not delivering mail today, enjoying the day off, and it's even better with you guys. Hey.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, man. Glad to have you, man. Real talk, you can only connect the dots looking back.
I feel like somebody just hit me with a mind.
A bar, right.
Like, let me think about that.
Young Classic, what's good, homie?
Classic.
We'll see. I work for the post office, so I'm going to go by USPS Beats.
Nice. Do it.
Rain, sleet, or snow, ho. That should be a tag.
Oh, fire.
That was off the top, too, man. Come on, man.
And he only want 3%.
Yeah, I just want 3% of every record. I had a Radio Shack mixer and used a guitar pedal for my vocal effects.
Yo, shout out to who said that?
That was Oz.
Yeah, yo, shout out to Oz. I had a Radio Shack mixer too. That was my first mixer. Because of Radio Shack, for the first 5 years of me trying to cut, I could only cut up and down. I never had a crossfade. I started and I learned how to cut up and down on a belt drive turntable.
Ooh, your hands. See, that's how I knew you could scratch. And you nice.
You see this muscle right here?
Dog.
Yeah.
If you on a belt driven, you nice, bro.
I was cutting like shit on a belt drive. But yeah, the Radio Shack mixers, dog, they didn't make crossfaders because they were so cheap that I was cutting up and down. So when I got a real DJ mixer or got in front of somebody's real DJ mixer, I couldn't cut. I would have to like turn myself to do the up and down with the crossfader halfway and then cut that way, like back to front.
Man, them belt drivers, you had to be delicate, man. You had to be the gentle touch.
You did. Because first of all, and then when you let go, the record like...
Yeah.
So when I got a direct drive, I got on somebody's direct drive, when I let the record go and that joint just started playing, I was like, oh, I wasn't ready for that because I'm still like pushing the record.
Dog, I'm telling you, Just Be Man No DJ, I used to be at his house every week, dog, and he had some belt-driven Geminis. And
That's what I had.
And I remember the day that he got direct drive turntable. And it was like the most mind-blowing thing. We were like, yo.
Night and days.
Dog, incredible. Dog, that was such a good time, man.
I never got my own direct drive turntables. I always cut on belt drive turntables until I just stopped cutting.
Hey, shout out to BeatStars. Hey, man.
Hey, BeatStars in here. What up, man?
If you guys are up-and-coming producers trying to sell some beats online.
Everybody asks that question. Where do I sell my beats online? How do I sell beats online? You should probably check out BeatStars.
Yeah. We don't know. We don't sell beats online. But BeatStars, I know they popping.
Put it like this. We don't sell beats online, but we know who we see.
Yeah.
We see BeatStars.
Shout out to them.
There you go.
Shout out to y'all, man.
Hey.
Is this a BeatStars collabo that we're peer pressuring you guys into? I think so. Ha ha.
Yeah.
Ha ha.
Now you're in it.
Ha ha. Collabo. My first time joining Dallas in the building. Hey, shout out to you, man.
Hey, what up, man? Hey, come back next Friday at 4 o'clock, man. Glad to have you, though.
Them Gemini BD10, man. He said, coming from belt drives to 1200 felt like an upgrade from a Beamer to a Benz. Facts.
Yo,
hold on, man. You can't be slandering the Beamers, though.
Wait, come on now. Wait, hold on, wait. I had one. No, I had a Beamer too. No, don't slander the Beamer.
Yeah, can't slander the Beamers, but I got what you're saying.
Yeah, but that's a fact. I think I'm gonna get some direct drives. Just to feel.
Oh, dog, my next purchase, dog, is I'm getting a whole vinyl setup. Because now, dog, I don't want to make this a DJ podcast, but you don't need needles anymore either. They have this thing called phase where you put on it. It's almost Serato.
Oh yeah.
And it's like it just tracks it.
Yeah.
So you don't need needles anymore, dog. That was my own thing. I hated buying needles and doing that whole thing.
Oh, you gotta buy the cartridges,
and then you gotta keep track of the record. Because you know what I'm saying. If you playing the record and then it goes to the middle, it's gonna skip.
Oh, yeah. Wait, did you ever put the quarter, nickel, or dime on the drum?
Oh, yeah. You already know, man. You already know.
I had them belt drives, boys. I had like a $1 worth of quarters on my shit.
Facts. Who was the blender made by you posted for Cinco de Mayo?
I don't remember the name of the company. I'll have that for you because I ain't gonna lie. For 4th of July, I might be selling those. It was so amazing that first of all, that blender was a gift from somebody to somebody. So I don't even know what the company was, but I'm gonna find out. And I think 4th of July, everybody needs to have those.
Man, I'm pulling up. I'm
so
over here.
By 4th of June, I should be selling those.
Yeah, I'm pulling up. Yeah. I'm over here getting the Mad Jameson margaritas.
There you go.
From Oracle.
30-day exclusive. Has nothing to do with music, but I think it's something people want because a lot of people hit me up about it.
Hey. Trizzles, who's on your top 5 of all-time DJs?
Ooh,
Jazzy Jeff.
Ooh, nice.
Definitely. This guy named Skills. Not Mad Skills.
Right.
But his name is DJ Skills. I believe he's from North Carolina. He used to be Kanye's DJ.
Nice.
He DJ my brother, who is I put number 3 on the list, which is, I know is a big thing, but B is up there. Just Be Mano DJ is up there in my top favorite.
He's amazing. Yeah.
But at his wedding, Skills DJ'd.
Oh, damn.
Incredible.
Dope.
I throw Diplo in there because I just like what he did, branding wise, marketing wise, and then one more. I say K-Tronada, just because what he did, branding, marketing. And
I was gonna say so when you base it on, but it seems to be more branding.
It's just like doing cool stuff. Like Jazzy's out here really DJing, really out here killing it.
Legend, being a legend in all rounds.
And his content game is fire, bro.
It is. It is.
Let's see. I had a Electro Voice 1642 mixer, ADAT XT20. Korg Trinity Plus, and a Roland TR505.
Damn. That sounds like a good weekend for me. Every now and again, I want to hook up the old school setup.
Man,
just go ham on the old school setup. That sounds like a great Saturday right there.
See, I'm total opposite. As soon as I get rid of equipment, I sell it. I don't want it around me.
I can't do it, dog. I can't. I never sold a piece of equipment in my life.
I can believe that.
No, I'm lying. 2 friends that might have needed it or something. Like, I gave some stuff away. Like my machine Generation 1. I had 2 of those. I gave one away. I gave away some stuff.
I can see that. Have you ever wanted to give up? What drove you to those feelings, and how did you overcome those thoughts?
Oh, you got one?
Yeah. I mean, there's been times I've been super frustrated, and but the thing is, I realized that I'm worrying about something that somebody else got going on. No, at the end of the day, I want to be a producer. I want to make beats. I don't care what. I made a screenshot. I don't care what. If you don't like it, it's 20 other people that's gonna like this joint.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
So I'm not gonna stress about you. I'm not gonna stress about this label or this situation because I got more. If I can make one thing that's dope, I can make 1,000,000 dope things.
True.
So that's my thing.
Dope. Yeah, I wanted to give up before. I want to give up plenty of damn time. I got a picture I posted one Throwback Thursday. It's a picture of me in my studio at the old crib. I had no equipment, and I'm sitting like this, where you can see like from behind me, and I look totally defeated. And that was the day before I did my first like deal with Polo. But I was really about to give up. I told my wife, I was like, man, fuck this shit.
That's real.
And I just hung in there. I was like, I'm gonna sleep on it. And the very next day, I got my deal with Polo.
When I was around when I was about to have my daughter, I was like, I'm gonna give it one good more run. If I don't get some stuff popping from this,
I didn't know that, bro. Come on, man.
I definitely was like trying to check out.
No.
But then everything started popping off. I was like, all right, it's a sign.
Jumping.
It's just kidding universe. Why do some producers have cartoons playing on another monitor? Is it to get a vibe?
A lot of people are doing that. It's usually anime too.
Yeah. And I've been in studios with some people. I'm gonna keep nameless. They got some other things on there as a vibe, and I always feel uncomfortable. I don't like that at all, bro. It's real uncomfortable in the room. Yeah. Certain stuff you shouldn't watch in groups.
No, you should.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, is that Pinot?
Yeah. Not the Pinot Grigio.
No Pinot Grigio.
I don't want to see Pinot Grigio in a group setting.
Start looking around the room like, what?
Yeah.
What's going on there?
It's too many people in here for the Pinot Grigio.
Y'all don't start explaining.
I'm more of a Riesling Moscato kind of guy. No Pinot Grigio over here. Do you want a percentage if a sell a beat to a major artist or a credit? Do you want a percentage if they sell a beat to a? I don't know what that means, bro.
We're gonna try that one more time, or if somebody else could clarify that.
Yeah, please. What is your guys' opinion on production and publishing deals? I know y'all have experience with that.
Well, Trizza,
the resident deal guy.
Yeah, you're the resident deal guy. So you want to rap on that?
I'll say the pro. You're gonna get in situations that you probably couldn't get in. You're gonna get in sessions that you probably couldn't get in. The con is that don't last very long, and that don't last very long.
That's a fact.
It's basically a bank loan. Yeah. So if you want to get a bank loan based on your music talents, do your thing.
Good point. From the other side, I'm not the resident deal guy. I'm the guy that has never had an official deal ever. There are a lot of benefits. There are a lot of freedom that comes with that. On the downside, though, tired, boss. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, listen. When it's you, dog, it's you.
Facts.
A lot of stuff has to be done, and when it's just you, put it like this: it was just me, and a lot of stuff had to be done, and I did not know it, and it was still just me. Therefore, a lot of stuff did not get done.
See, that's what I think. Not even that the deal and the companies are wrong. I think where most people mess up is they think when they sign a deal that it's them and this company, and we're gonna do this together. When really it's just someone saying, "I'm gonna give you a little bit of money to kind of." So you can figure this out.
Right. Here's an advance so you can live your life because we trust that you know what you're doing.
That's what it is.
Even though we're telling you we're going to help you, we trust that you can do this without us because really soon you'll be without us.
Facts. Anything that messes my music by computer, I don't trust. Super facts, bro.
Yeah, man.
Don't trust it.
You're going to need that human element. AI is nowhere near that good yet.
So I think what he was saying is, if he uses the sound packs, does he have to pay us? Like if he got a placement?
No.
Royalty free, my dog.
Royalty free. And also, for him or anybody else learning, because a lot of people hit me with that question. They're like, "Oh, do I have to pay credit? Blah 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 blah." Reading, just make sure you read. If you see the term royalty free, that means that no, you do not have to pay, or you do not have to get clearance.
Now, if you want to give me some publishing, for my daughter, I'll put in her name. You know what I mean?
People have done that before.
That's right. People definitely
publishing that.
You get that love publishing.
Yeah. You know, there's some people want to reach out. Kindness of their heart. Lambo. Yeah, that sketch was great.
Yeah, shout out to SNL, man, because that was, to me, the best I've seen SNL for a while.
Yo, did you see him do the pseudo Orange Juice Jones walking in the rain?
Oh, yeah. So that was hilarious.
Hugging in the night. I was like, okay.
Only buy royalty free. You know what? It's some joints, dog, like Kingsway. I don't know who is that. Frank Dukes?
That's Frank Dukes. Yeah.
Fire, bro.
Super fire.
Dog, I would get them joints even if I had to clear them because they so fire. Oracle got a one that I keep saying. Oracle keeps trying to put out a kit and I'm stopping. I'm like, bro, no, dog.
I definitely have one that would not be royalty free because of who it's with, and Treasure is always like, yeah, nah, don't do that.
Yeah, it's almost like giving a placement away.
Funny enough, they hit me last week. Like, hey, what's up with that joint? Yeah. I'm like,
it's literally, if you gave royalty free, that's like giving someone a number one sign. That's why I'm just like, bro, that is too much of the alley-oop.
Yeah, that one won't be royalty free. I think that's a little reason why I'm delaying putting it out.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's nothing wrong with it, dog. Again, you can't think of it on a one-by-one case. You got to think of the big picture, right? I'm not thinking about, I don't care if I mean, I try to avoid samples, but I don't care if it has a sample in it or not, because my thing is I'm not making money off of this song.
Right.
I'm using this song as marketing material to grow my thing. The song isn't the beat isn't my product. It's the advertisement. You get what I'm saying?
Well, see, that's a different thought process.
Yeah, I mean, that's us, though. You know what I mean?
It's what, who's my guy? This is going kind of off topic, but staying on topic. General Stanley McChrystal of the U.S. Army wrote some great books. But what he says is, when it comes to certain things in life, especially business, you have to have a slightly elevated and outside perspective. And that seems to be what you have on this topic. You're like, okay, the beat is not the end result. The beat is marketing for me to promote myself or whatever else I'm doing. That's having a elevated and outside perspective. So you know that the thing ain't really the thing. But yeah, good for you, man. Sure. Yeah,
the beats is just one step towards the marathon, if that makes sense.
Ooh, it's because you think yourself as a conglomerate.
It's facts, you know what I mean? I'm a businessman, not a businessman. Or did I say that wrong?
That was backwards, but still.
Yeah. You know what I mean. Close
about.
enough. Jay-Z quote. Insert Drake quote or Jay-Z quote. You know, they all fit. Amazon has a lot of great books on music publishing, royalty, the music business, licensing, and how to obtain a lawyer, how to get a manager, a plethora of things.
That is true. Not only that, if you find one of them, they'll show you all the other ones at the same time. You can just start a wish list. I don't know if I'm the only one that does wish list on Amazon, but I got like 3 wish lists jumping off. And I have a book wish list, which I just refund with Audible credits. Every month I get my Audible credit. I just get another book.
I had to go to Audible because I'm on iTunes books.
Really?
I had to go to Audible.
Audible is the shit.
How many 33s or 45s do you have that you have yet to sample or produce with?
Please, let's not talk about records. Yeah. I feel I got a lot of records. Some of them I can put my finger on, some of them I can't. But they were in the thousands. At the old crib, I think in that closet, I had a super tall box that you would put like a small college refrigerator in, full of 45s.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, some of them on the wall just randomly, but yeah, a whole lot. To answer your question,
Chris Cash Music says, "Have you ever tried to get Timbaland on the show?"
We talked about it. Might still happen one day.
We talk with quite a few people. The only thing is, one, we're not trying to be hella pushy with it. We probably could be more pushy.
Yeah, but we're not.
And then 2, it's really just us doing all of this right now.
Yeah,
that's mostly. And then the last live show, guest was not Brian. It wasn't Brian's fault.
No, it wasn't Brian's fault.
Not at all. Brian was great.
No,
we had some behind the scenes issues that was stressful.
I had to take a ride.
Man,
I had to take a ride.
I think we just getting back to the part where we like, all right, we can do guest again. I think we just getting there.
People don't know how stressful that time
was. We was stressed, dog.
Woo.
Stressed.
Listen.
Stressed. Not stress. Stressed. With a K.
In these streets.
Yeah. Stressed. I recommend a book, The Seat of the Soul by Gary. I'm going to say this wrong. Zukav?
Zukav? How you spell it?
Zukav. Zukav.
Yeah, we'll go with Zukav.
Gary Zukav.
So, Seat of the Soul? Mm-hmm. There you go. Seat of the Soul by Gary Zukav. Zukav.
He said, "Changed my life for sure." Hey, I gotta check it out.
Changed his life. Nice.
And what's a book did you say changed your life? What was a good book for you?
That changed my life? System of Systems. And I know I'm gonna leave some shit out, but come back to me for my second one.
I don't know if it's a book or it's a course, but I only listen to audiobooks. I haven't sat down and read a book in a while, which I know is terrible. Tony Robbins, Personal Power.
Nice.
Dose.
Go.
Number 2. That was my shiz.
The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Oh, that was by Mark Manson.
Mark Manson. And also Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday. That was a great one that changed my life. And the rest of it were just podcasts.
I want to make music with y'all. I'm going to make my money. It's about the zone.
Okay.
True. Let's see. He said he would still give co-production and credit in pub.
Hey, some people are like that though. And I agree. When it comes to sampling, like I was saying, I really don't care. I look at it like collaborating. Like this person having this person's record to sample from is just like having them in the studio, and it made my job 30%, 40%, 50% easier.
That's facts.
So they should get paid for it.
I thought you were signed to Polo. Was that more of a mentorship type thing?
No, I was Polo's sound designer, and when we produced songs together, because we did a lot of songs together, it was a partnership. I was never signed to Polo or Tim. It was always a partnership.
Fun fact, I tried my hardest to sign to Zone 4.
Really?
That was my plan. I'm going to sign to Polo because he's my favorite producer outside of Pharrell. And I knew I could get around him. Polo was the only person that I was really a fan of and I could get around.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to sign with Zone 4. This is going to be popping. And then it was always a situation where it's like, it'd be like, yo, I can make it happen. Yeah. But you got to have this manager to do the, and it was some weird, it was always like, somebody trying to broker me in. You gotta
be in this. Yeah, I never went through that. But I will say this. I used to want to be signed to Zone 4 and Tim, even though I worked with them. So picture this, I'm working with them, but I wanted to be signed to them. I'm happy it didn't happen either way. And the reason why is because me and Polo, we established a relationship that was way too personal.
Right.
Like, it just wouldn't have worked. We were super personal. And with Tim, before our relationship got super personal too, I was able to be around him. I didn't press the issue of being signed to him. I never even brought it up to him, but he would bring it up to me. Like, man, you know, sign and blah, 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 blah. It never really happened, but then the more I was around him, I saw what he went through on a daily basis. And I was just like, the way I'm built, I don't want to go through this. I thought I wanted to be Timbaland, but I didn't. I realized I want to be the guy that worked with Timbaland. And the sound designer thing might be my shit.
It worked.
And I can still be a producer without being the hottest producer of our decade and having all these pressures. So,
I feel like everybody want to be signed until they understand what signed is, and then you're like, yeah, I'm kind of cool on that.
Man,
I'm kind of cool on that.
When you see that they got to do these crazy interviews, answer these stupid questions, and deal with these dumb business things, and
I mean,
pay 50 million people, and it's a lot, dog.
It's you giving your dream to somebody else.
It's a lot. Put it like this. If you think you want to do something, if you have the benefit of being around a mentor where you could just be around them for a year or a couple years and you actually see what their life is like, you may reconsider. And that's what happened with me. I was like, I don't want to be the next Timbaland. Even though I thought I did.
Or you want to be Oracle.
Yeah, I want to be Oracle. I can make the beats. I make the sounds with the knowledge. Because Tim was like, yo, you know a lot about a lot.
Right.
You know this, and that helped me realize, like, wow, maybe I should get into a thing where I'm more about the knowledge and guidance.
Right.
But it took me being around the person I thought I wanted to be to know I didn't want to be that.
Yeah, it's different when you get there.
Oh,
you like, all right, I'm kind of cool on that.
Oh yeah, shit looks really good from over here.
Yeah, it seems fun that you are a producer and you're in the studio all day until you're in the studio all day.
Yeah. And
you're a producer.
All day,
then you like
all night.
All right, maybe I should change a couple things because making beats all day don't make money.
Yeah, so many people. There's so many people. Right. People get flaky. People leave in the middle of important shit. You gotta hire other people, or people, just do weird shit. So
it's learning about what matters, because a lot of stuff that I think people think matters don't really matter in this business.
It don't. And like they say, be careful what you wish for. I say, if you can, take a course in what you're wishing for before you can actually be in a position to get it. Because you may find out you don't want it.
Facts.
Yeah.
Avalon Major says, tight, no slack, just bought a Cadillac. Dog, I have a dream, dog, a recurring dream, that I do a record with Rich Boy. It's a new record, though. It's brand new. And Rich Boy come out, dog, off rip. It ain't even no intro, dog. It's just like, start, dog. Start, Rich Boy.
That make me feel good. Yo, just saying Rich Boy knew something.
I love Rich Boy, dog. He was the shit to me, dog. That album was one of the best produced albums I've ever heard.
He was. Yo, one of the things that sold me on working with Polo, not like I need to be sold on it because I was there in the first place, was the first night that I really met with Polo, he was like, yo, cool, I like these beats, I love these sounds. Rich Boy in the other room, you got anything for him? I was like, are you fucking serious?
Thanks.
Like, homie, you mean I get to go in the room with Rich Boy right now, this was right after the first album, and be like, I could just record songs with him? He was like, yeah. I was like, oh shit. Rich Boy, it was like Rich Boy and 4 other people in our room, they weren't doing shit. And they're like, yo, what's up? Homie got some beats. I played these ones.
Yo, you
like
played your life.
500 beats. Dog, I had beats on I had an iPod at the time.
The Silverback?
Yo, yeah. The Silverback. With the bezel. With this.
Oh, yeah.
They was like, you got some more beats? I was like, yeah. I drove home, got my desktop computer, put it in the car, went to the studio. I had to get the monitor, the keyboard, the mouse, the top. Went back to Zach's and hooked it up. And
oh man, you said Zach's.
Zach's. So it showed you what it was. And I left my whole setup at Zach's for like 4 or 5 days, and I just kept coming back every day to make songs. None of the Rich Boy songs ever came out. It was super damn jamming. But yeah, man, that was like my first night and my first week meeting Polo. Damn,
Zach's, man. I used to live right by Zach's. Those apartments right there.
Yeah.
I used to live right there, dog.
Damn.
A lot of good times at Zach's.
Nice. I feel like we neglecting this shit, though.
If a beat is registered but an artist gets a hold of it by some miracle, record over it and makes a hit, how should you go about this? Get a lawyer so that he can help you get your royalties?
Wait.
Now, is this a hypothetical or did this happen?
Yeah. I gotta read this again. Hold on.
Because if this is a hypothetical, that's like one of them things like, look, bro, I welcome. That's like,
oh, well, that's having a good lawyer now.
No, I got a lawyer in pocket, bro. I welcome you to try something crazy.
Yeah.
This is why I got her for. Please sample my joint. Please steal from me, dog.
There you go.
Please. Because I'm going to get this Chizak.
Yep.
I'm about to buy my daughter another Power Wheels joint. You know what I mean? She about to be driving in the Barbie Jeep. You know what I mean? Skirt. But yeah, I mean, look, if it's a hypothetical, I wouldn't stress about it, dog. I wouldn't. You can't go. To me, I don't go about like stressing if somebody takes this beat or does this.
Yeah.
I just put it out there. Hope it finds a place.
I call those 90s words.
Yeah, facts.
That's a 90s word.
Now, if it's a real thing, man, you better call a lawyer.
Yeah, that's a fact.
If somebody took your drink, call a lawyer.
Yeah, best round you want, I call Anthony in a heartbeat.
Man. I listen to your podcast and I stopped giving a fuck. I'm sampling everything and it let it fall where it may.
I mean, as long as you know what comes with it and what you'll have to do.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of how I live my life. I don't subscribe everybody do that because, like I said,
different situations.
Placements are kind of a secondary thing for me, or a thirdary thing for me.
Facts.
But yeah, placements, I don't care if you got a sample or not. Clear the sample, you don't clear the sample. I don't care. But if you trying to like start the college fund for your daughter, I would care.
I would say just don't sample Queen or Nita Baker.
Well, yeah.
Those people. It's certain people you can't.
You 100% off if you start that.
Yeah, if you sample any of those, it's slim chances you're going to get it cleared.
Okay, yeah. You know what? You bring up a good point. For me, most of my samples are very obscure. Very, because I'm a digger guy. I've been digging since way back in the teens. So I only go for obscure stuff. So I'm not going James Brown you, Atlantic Star you. I'm not doing none of that.
Okay, so I'm a take a nature, but I'm gonna ask you this question: to hold, should you start an LLC to start selling your beats?
That is a good question. I will answer slowly as you take this, young nature. Should you start an LLC to start selling your beats? I don't know if strictly to start selling your beats, but I will say this: you'll need an LLC if you just want to start a business in general. And LLC stands for a limited liability corporation. And it's literally what it means. So say you're into something and for whatever reason your business gets sued or gets into some trouble or just has something going on. Your liability for that personally is limited because you're run under a corporation. So instead of saying like, oh, I did this as John Smith, which is your real name, you're like, oh, I did this as John Smith Productions LLC. So therefore, if something really happened to that company, you're 100% protected. you're good. It just won't affect your personal stuff. Now, saying that to say, if you have an LLC, you should also have things associated with your LLC that you will have associated with your personal self. Like, for instance, you'll need a bank account. You'll need a bank account for your LLC. You may need some additional staffing or a witness, like a CFO or something like that. But just know, the stuff that you need for your personal self, you will also need that for your business. So yeah, that's your answer to that question. I think Young Triz is coming back. I'm going to follow up and take a nature as well. So hold tight. Guess not. Sweetwater wish list for sure. Yeah, that's a fact. I'm trying to reach over here and scroll up a little bit. Bam Bizzle, sorry for the hand in front. Yes, sir.
Are you scrolling?
Yeah, I'm scrolling, bro.
My bad.
I went through the whole LLC thing. I'm kind of scrolling.
Keep scrolling. Whatever happened to the other dope Alabama artist who worked on the Timbo named Attitude? Oracle, have you ever worked with him?
Whoa.
Hilarious.
Whoa. Shout out to Attitude, man. That is the homie. Attitude lives out here in Atlanta, actually. And let me tell you, not only, I was in the Attitude way before I met him, way before I met Tim. And then we met, we became super cool. Me and Attitude got some songs, bro. Amazing. I have a video of me and Attitude playing a song that we had just did in the studio with like Tim, Migos, Quentin Miller's there. Like mad people are there. We play this song and everybody goes crazy. Me and Attitude got some jams.
Yeah, he's jamming, dog.
And shout out to Attitude, man. He's just one of the best writers. Wrote a lot of Tim stuff. Promiscuous Girl for Nelly Furtado. He wrote on that. Yeah, and amazing artist, dog. He can hit you with the singing joint. He can rap.
Facts.
You know what I like? I like a country guy that, even like if you super lyrical, because I'm a lyrical guy. I'm a New York rap kind of guy from back in the day. But then there's something about if you super country, like you from Alabama.
Oh yeah,
and you can really rap.
Oh yeah, add that swag.
It's Outkast all over again.
Facts.
That's what I think of when I think of Attitude. Like he can really give you them bars, and he can really give you that swag, or he could go 50-50.
I was laughing because I picked it up. You know, if it expects it to be heavier, so I picked this up and I was expecting it to be heavier, and I'm like, I grabbed it like, and that shit was light as hell. My bad.
I'm gonna take a nature. And I grab another bottle. We got some small bottles.
Unami Tsunami, what's up?
Hey, what up, Unami Tsunami?
Shout out to young Unami, making some vibey experimental awareness. Young awareness.
She posted something the other day. I thought was kind of crazy.
Hey, shout out to them. Oracle, please, what synthesizer did you use for bases on Spacewalk? I think I know. You need me to take that answer if it's the answer. I think.
Please.
Oh, so they were made by Billboard Hitmakers, the bases. And I feel like they use a bunch of different stuff. I feel like they use Omnisphere sometimes. They use Outboy gear. They're dope. Billboard Hitmakers, J Bravo and E-Dub. Check them out, man. They're super dope. We'll see. If you're in a production team like 808 Mafia and one of the producers in the group makes a hit beat, do all of the get paid or just the one producer? Hope that's not a stupid question. No, not a stupid question at all. And it depends on how it's set up. Hold on. I'm over here talking. Like I can't flip this around. Okay. So, if it's a group of producers, right, like 808 Mafia. Oh, thank you for the ginger ale, sir.
Yes, sir.
The question was if one of them gets a placement, does all of them get paid? Now, if that person is Southside, if you're Southside, I'm pretty sure you get paid no matter who it is.
Right. So, but now, if you're Southside and it's your record,
does everybody get paid? No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I don't know personally, but I don't think so.
That'd be my guess.
Yeah.
The Southside is kind of the head honcho.
Facts.
Oracle, can you tell us a little bit about Tim's sound design team? Do they have a design room to create? Are they all signed under him?
No. It's kind of a free for all. I just know about me, and it's usually whatever I got. I'm like, yo, I got this, I got that, or what are you working on? And I pull up. It's real simple, not complicated at all. Yeah, there's no like big warehouse and none of that stuff. All the stuff that I do for Tim, I do wherever you see me. You know?
Shout out to Tim, man.
Yeah.
Tim is one of the other people that he's kind of like Polo. I've been around him, and I've been in situations. I've been in the same room. We've talked, but I don't know him like that. I can't wait to have that moment where I
think that's weird. Not on your end, but on my end, the only people I really know like that really well are the people that nobody knows. Yeah. Like, people know who they are, but nobody really knows them. And those are usually the only people I know.
That's it. Hey, man.
It's kind of weird.
It's like knowing, like, the Avengers. It's like, you know what they really do, but people don't really know what they do, but you know what they do.
Exactly.
I feel like some up-and-coming producers should study some techniques from engineers like Tony Maserati, Bruce Sweeten, and others like that.
That's a fact, especially since YouTube is on everybody's phone.
Facts. And you can't go wrong with that.
Right. Tony Maserati going. And then, don't forget about your guy.
Dave Pensado. Uncle Dave. Yeah, our man, we ain't running to him at now.
He was
right there.
Right where we were.
Because we had a session at Atlantic. Me and Diego worked at Atlantic like a couple days before now. And our engineer was one of Dave Pensado's engineers. And he's like, yo, when we're at NAMM, let's link up. And we just never ran into him. Yeah. Zulu Child, what up, man?
What up, bro?
Shout out to Zulu. We got to hang out with him in New York.
Yeah, by the way, we're having a live event in Atlanta.
ATL show, June 16th.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be lit.
It's going to be dope, man. I think we're at the tail end of getting everything together.
Yeah, we're working it
Please,
out.
if you don't follow us on IG, please follow us. We're going to have all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But we locking down some special guests. We talked to a few of them so far.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good little event, man.
Yep. It's going to be awesome.
We'll see. Have you heard of the Basement mixtape that has some of Tim and Devontae's production from 93 and 94 pre-Blackground?
I haven't heard that mixtape. I might have heard some of the stuff that was on the mixtape, though. I remember one night I was in LA with Tim. Like, we was in a hotel. Rants for 1500 was there. Daryl Pearson. Tech Beats was there.
Shout out to Tech.
Tim played the most obscure list of songs that you have never heard and will never, ever hear again.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was like fan Christmas. For at least 2 hours, just back to back. Crazy joints that you'll never hear.
Up Kick says, what up, fam? Haven't been here in a while, but been grinding, but glad to see y'all and hear from y'all. Hey, shout out to you, man.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Dre has a sound design team, too. The sound designers, you have to be super creative.
Yeah. Picking a team of sound designers, it's kind of like picking X-Men. If you're Professor Xavier. You know, you kind of want everybody to have their superpower.
A role.
Yeah. That's kind of what's like working with like a Tim or a Dre. Like, you'll be in a room and there'll be a lot of people around, but you just know, like, everybody here is like the best at something. So when you meet each other, it's more of an experience. So it's like, oh, what do you do? And someone's like, oh, I write. Well, you're like, you were probably one of the dopest writers within however many miles because you wouldn't be in this room. So that's the benefit of working with like super upscale people. The other people you meet around them, you know, they're of the highest caliber. I
would say that is good for your confidence when you start realizing, like, I'm around some of the best people to do it. So I got to become somewhat pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of be like, all right, I'm doing something right.
I would look around in the room. I'd be with, like, it'd be Tim, Chris Godby, who's the awesomest engineer, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Swiss Beats, J-Rock.
That's got to change your perspective a little bit.
You know, you have some random people in there, Trey Songz and Ebro will come in. Just like
not Ebro in the morning.
Just people that are like the top of whatever they're doing.
Ebro came in the morning, came in the afternoon. Oh, you know it's lit, dog.
Yeah. Ebro in the morning came at night.
Let's see. Percentage wise, how much of the 2020 experience was your sound design?
I don't know about percentage wise for all the albums, but I know on the first one, I don't even know, dog. It was a lot of songs, though. Maybe like not as much as Magna Carta. but maybe like 60% to 50% might have been me on the 2020.
That's a good number.
Yeah, it's a good number. On
That's
the first one, maybe is 70%. On the second one, maybe like 50%. But like on Magna Carta, it was like 80%.
Yeah. You had a good little run on that one. That was your calling, bro. That was like made for you, dog.
Oh yeah, it was a fact. He was like, the conversation though, for as monumental as the occasions were, it was short. Tim is, we talking on the phone. He's like, "Yo, I'm going in. We're in New York." He's like, "Can you come to New York?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can come to New York." And I'm like, "Who you working with?" I'm working with Jay. I'm working with Beyonce. I'm working with Justin. I know Justin already.
Right.
I never met Jay or B, but I'm like, all right, bet. You already know I had the package ready.
Oh, I already know.
And I still went in. Yo, I came to New York with so much shit.
You got to. And them opportunities you gotta like.
Oh, yeah.
This is like when you get called up from the G League to play in the NBA. You better hit them open threes.
You better be prepared. You know how to give it.
Man.
I was prepared for that moment. I've been preparing for that moment for like 10 years.
Is there any way we can get tickets for the ATL show yet? They'll probably be up. What do you think?
I'm guessing the 16th.
16?
This week.
Yeah, this coming up week. Yeah. We'll have it up.
Yeah.
Because we got to get all, man, we had to get all the stuff together. It's a lot doing this kind of stuff that you don't take account for.
So I love how transparent we are. We're like, yeah, we never did this before, but we're getting it together. I say 16th is Wednesday, so by Friday at the latest, but probably by 16th. I told young Jenny we should be ready by 16th.
And that was another thing that messed up. My assistant, shout out to her, she had a beautiful baby. But, I didn't realize how much stuff that she did until she wasn't there. And then I'm like, oh man, my life is screwed right now.
Oh yeah. I called Jennifer like, you straight? You good? Everything straight?
No babies, right? You good?
Right, yeah.
Wrap it up, B.
All right,
wrap it up, B. I need you in 9 months.
There you go. Watch BET at night.
Oracle, did you ever get a chance to work with Static before he passed?
No, I never did.
Dang.
I never did. And the crazy thing is, I would often have to. I would often stay at the hotel. I forgot the name of the hotel, but it's across from the Beverly Center. And I know Static was at the Beverly Center.
Do y'all stack tracks? If so, how many stacks per sound?
The second part threw me. Do y'all stack tracks? Am I stack tracks up to send out or whatever?
I guess like if you have a melody, do you stack the sounds to make
Got you. I do, but it's if it needs it.
Yeah, it's like a per need basis.
Yeah. I was making a loop earlier, and I had it was dope, but then I stacked it just with the same sound but an octave lower.
Right. I hear producers not hearing their placements till the album drop. How do they have room for negotiation if their track is already out?
Well, hopefully you negotiated prior.
Yeah.
And if you didn't, that's what that lawyer we talked about comes in really handy. Because
it's crazy. I'm dealing with a situation very similar that I haven't heard this record. It's two of them that I haven't heard at all, but I know they're there. So I'm just kind of being patient.
I had a situation where I heard I didn't hear the album come out, but I saw the coming soon Instagrams from the artists. And I'm like, what's up with that paperwork?
Right.
Apparently it's about to drop on Friday. But my attorney took care of it.
What is your opinion on leasing beats for $20 and $30?
I don't know. You better have a dope ass system.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just shortchanging yourself.
Not to get in a whole rant because that got me in trouble before.
Rant on, brother.
That got me in trouble before. But I'll say this, right? If you're looking at Jordans, right? The cheap Jordans, the ones that are at a very cheap price, like $60, $70, right? Team Jordans. You get clown for wearing those. Nobody wants those, right? Nobody wants the Team Jordans. If you get like the off-brand or the stuff it's something wrong. Most of the time when you buy cheaper stuff, it's at a discount. It's a reason for that price being that. And the reason why you get something like Louis Vuitton is because they've earned some kind of trust where you feel like it respects
you
that
get
kind of
the instant respect.
Yeah. I have a theory, and I may be wrong, but you can't do both. You can't be Louis Vuitton and be the cheap boy.
That's true.
So in my theory, I just choose to be the premium brand. And again, my beats aren't. It's not the product for me. I'm not selling the beats. I'm selling myself.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? The beats is just marketing. It's a Facebook ad. It's a it's a post.
Once again, a slightly elevated and outside perspective.
So that's what I say, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, real quick, because we got some good ass questions. We were supposed to be asking these people this week if they could name something.
So the live event is coming up. Young, someone said TJ Maxx Beats.
Damn.
That is such an accurate. That's such an accurate. You know what I'm saying?
Ross Beats?
Damn, not the Ross Dress for Less, not the K&G.
Most of the dopest stuff is on the floor. That should be that motto.
At the dump.
The dump.
Yeah, they don't know about the dump outside of Atlanta.
Get here after 12 and step with our hottest fashions.
Oh man. But yeah, so live show the 16th, right? Yeah. We don't have a name
June
for
16th.
it. June 16th. We don't have a name for it.
Yeah, we need a name.
We need a fire name.
We thought about it. We thought about calling it the UnQuantized Producer Mastermind Meeting, but we kind of felt like Mastermind. It's been done a lot. We just want to be a little different. Yeah. So we're asking you guys, what should the name of this live event be?
Yeah, hit us with the suggestions, man.
Yeah, and even if it's after the show, DM us with, the title.
Facts. Do you put a limiter on all your beats before you send them out, or are they just leveled out?
My beats personally are leveled out. They never hit the limiter, but I do put a limiter on my master chain and on some tracks just as like a safeguard in case something goes really crazy. You see my setup. I got
Twin Peaks.
I'm subject. Twin Peaks, exactly. Nice. I'm subject for some stuff to go crazy.
Oh yeah, every once in a while you're gonna trigger some random something. You don't want to pop no speaker.
Yeah,
I level out and then I put a little something on my master. If you want to see exactly what it is, my boy Diego taught me. I'm telling you, Diego taught me how to make my beats louder. I had an issue with it, and I just couldn't figure out. Diego explained to a way that it made sense for me, and then he made a video about it. Yeah. So that's where I learned from. Exact same thing that I use.
And that video is fire.
Fire. TheProducerKit.com. Go to the blog.
I almost feel like that. How you feel about my kit that's not supposed to be royalty?
Oh yeah. It's a couple videos Diego got. I'm like, yeah, bro, don't put that out.
Fire.
That's too much.
Too much sauce.
Do y'all? Oh, I just answered. Burlington Beats, Burlington Beat Factory. Come on, now he killing, bro.
That was a nice one.
Okay, so how do you sell beats without leasing them? Do you sell them as exclusive only? If so, how would you price them? Yeah, so I don't lease beats at all.
Nah, but you would have to sell them exclusive if you're not leasing them and you're still selling them. They would have to be exclusive.
Yeah, I don't think you don't lease beats, do you?
No.
Yeah, neither one of us lease beats at all.
No.
But that's us though. Again,
different. Not saying that it's right or it's wrong. Yeah. There's a business for that, but we're just not in that business.
Yeah, I'm just not in that business model. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And what would you price it again, bro? It depends on who you work with, who's your connection, what you got going on, but
know your value and know your worth. But before you know those two things, know the difference between the two.
Facts. So do pricing beats for $20 negatively affect the price of placements? So let me ask you this. If the same Nikes is going for $20 at Ross, if the Off-White joints is going for $20 at Ross, are you going to pay $400 for the Off-White drop? That's my theory. Now, maybe it's something different with beats, but in all my logic, it just doesn't make sense that if I sell something super cheap, if I don't value what I got going on, how are other people do it? That's my thing.
My thing is, if you can price yourself up, but it also holds you to a different standard.
You're right.
I think. Because to be in a certain price range, you have to be providing a certain amount of quality. It'll keep you on your toes. Just in my personal opinion. I've never erred on being on the cheaper side of things anyway.
Beats Music. We got you, brother. We will check the messages. Let's see. I'm going to expect $20. Yeah, it affects us all because the artist is going to expect $20 beats from the rest of us.
Yeah, and it might take a little bit of time for them to realize you're going to get $20 sounding beats.
Yeah, I'm just look. If I'm spending $20, if at one point beats cost $50,000, right, and then I'm paying $20 for a beat, it's a gap somewhere.
Yeah, and you don't respect it.
It's a gap somewhere.
So think about whatever your DAW is. If you got the cracked version of your DAW, you like it, but you don't respect it.
Facts.
But if you paid the however many $100 for your DAW, you're gonna feel different every time you use it. When you walk into your studio, you're gonna boot it up and you're gonna make something happen because you want to get your money's worth.
Facts.
That's the benefit of the higher price side of things gives you.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Things the cheaper, if they're super cheap or if they're free, people don't respect it.
Right.
Regardless of how good they are.
That is true. So it's like, okay, do you want to make immediate money and sell something at a cheaper price, or do you possibly not want to make money, but you could keep the? Because again, it goes for me. I don't care if I make money off a beat or not. No, I could go 2 years and not make money off of beats because that's not my primary source of income.
Well, see, the way your life is set up.
Yeah, because I realized that me trying to make this my primary source of income, that I can't make that my primary source of income, right? Mm-hmm. So I figured out other stuff so I can keep that integrity. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
You ever
see you figured it out?
You ever see people on YouTube and they like, I have to buy the product because I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to. If you give it to me, it's gonna be a skewed opinion.
Yeah.
Same thing, dog. If you could just buy my beats or my time, I'm gonna give you a skewed opinion because I'm gonna do it for the chat. So if my money is completely, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna do it how I want to do it.
Nice, smart man. Smart man.
UnQuantized Gym Session Volume 1, Culinary Volume 1.
UnQuantized Gym Session.
Hey.
All right, that's one candidate for the name of the joint.
I need a shirt like Oracle wearing, but with the UnQuantized label.
I got that on my site.
Hey.
Go to my site. I think if you're on the first page, just click show more if it doesn't show up on the first page.
Facts.
Yep, UnQuantized shirt in the red and white.
And fun fact, me and my homie been working on the merch. I'm about to, after we finish this, I'm gonna show Oracle the merch that I've been working on.
Hey!
I got hella merch coming out. You know what I mean? Got some shirts. Got some.
Nice.
You know what I mean? We out here, man. We out here. It was an awesome show. As always, thanks guys. I appreciate it, man.
Hey, that's what's up.
Just can't get over that jujitsu beat, man. That's that fucking melody rocks. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. Can't wait for these new records to come out, man.
Oh yeah.
Diego kind of hinted at a couple things that I wasn't even.
You got some fuego things.
Man, some stuff in the works, man. I'm excited. I'm going back to LA, so it's gonna be a video FaceTime chat podcast, but still podcasting. Yeah.
What's that Memorial Day weekend, maybe?
It's Memorial. Dog, I'm so slow, bro. I thought the Memorial Day weekend was the next weekend. So I'm
the first weekend of June.
I thought so. So I'm like, bro, I'm gonna go to LA before all the craziness. I'm gonna go work and no. So I'm over here like got this planned out, and then I realized that I'm gonna be there in the thick.
But you're coming back after the weekend, I hope.
Yeah, I'm coming. Okay. I'm coming right back after Memorial Day.
Slim, I got stuck in New York, fucking around with Tim one time. I thought I did the same thing. I'm like, Memorial Day weekend's next weekend. I went to New York, and I got stuck, and my flight wouldn't take off. The only hotel available in town was like downtown. It was like $600 a night. I had to get a hotel room. It was crazy. But I made the same mistake. You gotta know when the weekends are.
So if I don't want to lease beats, how do I get an artist to listen to the beats? That's why I use BeatStars, so my beats are on display. Would I send them snippets without the site? It's a lot.
See, once again, it depends on you.
Squarespace, Shopify.
You gotta have that relationship.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna use the middleman. Okay, the thing about BeatStars and similar sites is that artists go there looking to buy beats. With you personally removing that middleman, you now have to establish that relationships that makes the artist feel like this is where I go to spend money.
Thanks.
That's the only thing. So what do these sites have that make the artist drop that? There. Drop that adverseness and want to go with them. That's what you got to establish for yourself if you want to go without those.
Smart. So we got 1 minute left, Oracle. Any plugs?
Yes. Please. I just hit button. Go pick up EXO. I'm really excited about EXO. It's still the highest selling kit on SoundOracle.net. Super dope melodies and super dope chord progressions. People hit me back talking about how much they are learning chord progressions that are in top 40 music because of EXO. So that's super dope. And also pick up No Games, the official AO and Keys kit. Yes. Featuring sounds from AO and Keys and also sounds from Sound Oracle and Trezor. It's a 4-man collab, if you will. So, go check out those 2 things, and that's it for me. What you got? Hey, Millie rocking on every block.
Ultimate Kit, Diego Ave just produced 42 for Sway Lee and Ray Shrim, Zach and Codeine, Post Malone. So get the Ultimate Kit. No Games. And I got some producer consultations open, so if you want to do that, let's do it.
Yeah.
There we go. So, YouTubes. It's been real, guys.
Bambizzles.
See y'all next week. Appreciate y'all for coming through.
Questions real quick?
Nah, we answered all the questions.
Nice. All right, YouTube.
YouTube. It's been real, man. See you next week.